everyone, and welcome to my channel once again. This time we're gonna take a little drive down to the west side of Hyogo Prefecture. Over there we're gonna go to a town named Aioi. Aioi is located in a bay, and this bay is a meeting point where the fresh water from the rivers meet the salty water from the Japanese seaside, and that makes it a perfect habitat to grow oysters. And this is what the locals do over there. Most of the people over there have their own oyster farms, and those oysters are spectacular. They say that those oysters are very, very sweet, and this is why I'm over there to go and check them. Please enjoy our drive and our tour. Don't forget to subscribe us. We're almost there. We're up in the mountains on the way to Okayama. And I'm really excited because those oysters are the Japanese seto naikai, the inner sea oysters. In Japan there's so many kinds of oysters. They all come from different regions in Japan. Each village or each town that grows those oysters has their own pride of their own oysters, of course. Now my favorite oysters are in the summer, but now because we're in the winter, and winter is actually the season for the oysters, then we're quite lucky. Now what's really special about the oysters that we're gonna see and gonna taste is that they grow in an area where there's like a small delta. There's a river that comes and joins the ocean, and apparently that's fresh water mixed with salt water makes the oysters taste better, and they say that these oysters are sweet. Usually I hear people saying they taste like the ocean, and that's what I like, and that's what I expect from an oyster to taste. Let's see how those oysters taste, and I will tell you about it later. We're entering a tunnel. Okay, so we arrived to the seaside. There's not really so much we can see from this point, but I went down to where the villages are, and there's farms over there way back, and they're all oyster farms. I don't know if you can see them from here, but there's those like little rafts in the middle of the ocean, and that's where they grow all the oysters. There's some of them that are close to here, just in front of us. The sun is just right in front of the camera, and there's a big ship coming in too. So that's the bay, and then it opens up to the inner sea, seto naikai as we call it in Japanese. And if you turn left, that will be to the east. That is going to go back to Osaka. And let's see if we can find some oysters around here. Look at this, from the ocean. This is the restaurant we're gonna eat at, and this is the farms, if you can see. So straight away, straight ahead over there, it's where the river comes down from, and all the way over there is where the ocean goes into. Their farms are just in front of us inside the ocean, and this is where they process all the oysters, send them to other markets, send them to restaurants, and over here you can eat as much as you want, really cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean it is very cheap. So that's the place. This is where we're gonna eat. So we're gonna eat as much as we want oysters, and here we get a basket with all those stuff inside, and we're gonna barbecue it by ourselves. Say hello. Wow, so all you can eat for $20. Look what you brought here. There's no way in the world I can finish this. And she's putting all those oysters here. So that's how you grill them. So she brought over all these. Over here, that's the grill. That's where we put the oysters. Man, this is $20. That's what happened when you go straight to the farm. Let's open one of these. Wow, look at that. People are enjoying themselves. Look how fat this oyster is. Absolutely amazing. Looks so delicious. And they're so fat because actually the shell is so small. But the oyster itself, it's so big. Put some pons on it and we're ready to go. Wow. Wow, absolutely amazing. They're so sweet. I don't think I ever had an oyster like that. And another one. Look at this. Such a small shell. You can see the size. But such a big and fat oyster. They are so sweet that you can actually eat them without nothing. Just put them in your mouth like this. I'm not joking, you don't need anything on them. Let's see this one. Open sesame. Oh, this one is not as fat, but we're gonna take care of him anyway. Okay, stop the car now. And over here, this is the headquarters of the farm. This is where all the oysters come out of the ocean, and they're being all held over here, as you can see in those baskets. I hope they open them up, they take the meat from the inside, they by size, and then they recycle, or they do with shell. Let's ask and see. So they bring all the oysters from the farm. These are 8 months old oysters. They bring them here. Look at that. Look how many. They clean them. Some of them have sand inside of them. Over here they put them in water, clean them up, and then they're gonna go either to the customers over there at the restaurants to be eaten, or to the other room to be sorted out, cleaned, opened, divided, and then they send them to the restaurants or supermarkets. Oh, they have scallops here too. Apparently my mic broke down over here, so I'll do an over voice. Sorry about that. So as you see, this is where the oysters come in, and over here they separate them by sizes, and they open them up. That's all they do all day. Open the oysters up, they put them inside the plastic bags that have water in them, and the customers can buy some and take home. They also send them to supermarkets around the area, so the local people can buy their products. And that's all for today. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. All right, it was a very good day today. I'm very full, and we've seen a little bit of the countryside, and we've tasted those really sweet and excellent oysters. Now it's time to go back home for a day that wasn't planned. Actually, the film that I shot today wasn't at all. I never had any conversation with the farm. I never knew about the farm. Just really wanted to eat oysters today, and I had enough time, and I told myself We're going there, we're gonna hit the road, and we're gonna eat some oysters. And this is another point that I'm trying to tell a lot of people that travel in Japan. Traveling with a car in Japan, you find yourselves in places that you wouldn't find yourself with a train. So if you're second, third, fourth time traveling Japan, which I know a lot of people go and come back, I really recommend you to use a car. I very, very recommend the car, because this is what happens. You just find yourself in the middle of a village, and people are so friendly over there. They let me film, and they even asked me to put it on YouTube. They were extra friendly, and it only happens with the car. So now I'm gonna be heading home. I'm gonna relax for a little bit, and I see you soon. I want to thank you again for joining us today, and if you like our videos, please don't forget to subscribe. Click the red little button on the bottom and click on the bell for any more notification of our movies. And if anyone wants to go to the oyster farm, there will be a link down on the bottom. Have fun and have a good day, guys.